was drafted into the Army Air Corps and became a bombardier in flights over Germany. He received the Purple Heart and is buried in Henri Chapelle American Cemetery in Belgium. Jim was 25 years old. For the Pickard family, tragedy was not new. In 1932, Sister Alice was 6 years old when she was struck and killed by a car near the Crafton post office. People will say that nothing is more painful than losing a child. To lose 2 children is beyond unbearable. And yet, less than 7 weeks later, the Pickard family was informed that son Ray was killed when his submarine was rammed by a Japanese submarine. All 85 men lost their lives on that November day. Like his older brother, Ray graduated from St. Philip's and Crafton High School. He was drafted into the Navy and was eventually assigned to the USN submarine USS Growler, where he became a motor machine mate, 3rd class. Ray's memorial is in the Philippines. Ray received the Purple Heart. He was only 21 years old. Remembering them is so important, and we learned just how important when we were raising funds for this plaque behind us. In the spring of 2005, we received a letter and a check in the amount of $1,000. The letter was written by Lois Pickard Ross, the oldest of the 10 Pickard children. Lois wrote the letter on behalf of her mother and father. The letter reads, "This donation is made in memory of my parents, Nicholas J. and Alice Kelly Pickard. I remember until the day my mother died, she left the hall lamplight on and never locked the door in case Jim or Ray came home." As we took turns reading that letter, we were numb. Here were war-tempered veterans, and they were speechless. The Pickards paid dearly for our freedom. For them, Memorial Day was and continues to be every day. As time moves on, there are fewer people that have first-hand knowledge of these heroes. Our challenge is to absorb the magnitude of what we experience and teach the generations of tomorrow. Freedom is a special gift presented to us by those on this wall behind me. Freedom can never be taken for granted. It is far too precious. This wall is a tribute not only to those that paid with their lives, but also to their families, their friends, their classmates, and neighbors. Please, feel free to stop by sometime and pay them tribute. It's what separates them from obscurity. And maybe tonight, leave a light on for Ray and Jim. Thank you for being here today. We will now introduce our Angels of Freedom.